Hey guys, I'm Miguel Lagunes, a real estate agent here in Lafayette area. I'm with Keller Williams and owner of Bright Star Real Estate. With me today, I have Sheila Welsh. She is a loan officer here in Lafayette as well with Ruoff. Sheila, if you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, thanks, Miguel. Yes, I'm Sheila Welsh with Ruoff Mortgage. Been with Ruoff for about 12 years now when we started locally in Lafayette, and loan officer for 25 plus years, so been in the industry a long time. We are local. We do our own local underwriting, processing. Our average turn times are about 14 days on loans, so we get you answers fairly quickly. And I love what I do. I love helping people own a home. So I'd love to be able to help you guys.
Okay. So how long you say you have been in this business?
Over 25 years.
Over 25 years.
Yes, all my adult life.
Man, pretty long, right?
Yeah, I've seen lots of changes in the industry. Some good, some bad, obviously. Some rules tightened up, some loosened up. So,
why do you like the mortgage industry?
It's like putting a puzzle together. Every transaction, every client got their own needs, wants, and they just come in all varieties. So it's like putting a puzzle together. I love going to the closing table and just seeing their smile when you hand them the keys at closing. It just melts my heart. I think everybody deserves that comfort of owning your own home.
Is there a specific type that you work more with? First-time home buyers, builders?
Yeah, I've been in the industry that I've worked with all. It really doesn't matter. I have a lot of repeat customers that have bought several times homes, and then I do a lot of first-time home buyers. I do a lot of new construction with some of the builders in town. So pretty diversified there to be able to help people with whatever
you do everything pretty much.
I do everything.
Okay.
Yes.
So if people are interested in purchasing land and building their own home, you can help them too.
Yep.
If it's their first home that they're just getting started, you can also help them.
Absolutely.
So everyone from the beginning to the end, right, and anything in between.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Is there any stories that you feel like you want to share? Like there been anything recently that that it's like maybe that you really enjoy working with somebody, like a specific case, or maybe horror stories that it's like, man, this case was really difficult, but we got it through and then we got it done.
Well, there definitely can be some very difficult ones. Unique, I'll put it that way, very unique. Unique could be they have various sources of income that are not common, or things that have happened in people's lives. And that's where it's kind of like putting the puzzle together. It's like, okay, we just break it down, kind of like peeling an onion, you peel back the layers, let's see what we can do. That one thing with Ruoff, their goal too, which is why I love this company, is let's do everything we can whenever we get somebody's file to help them achieve what they really want to achieve. And we take the time to listen. What are their goals? What do they want? And then try to make that fit for them. So I have one going on right now, younger couple, ran into difficulties with 4 other mortgage companies, and agent brought them to me, and we'll be closing here in about 2 weeks.
Awesome.
So just the joy of somebody, they were so afraid being told so many different negative things that they didn't think, they felt their dream wasn't reachable. And so again, we really work hard to try to get you there. Even if you're not ready right now, we're going to put you on a path to get you there. So give you a game plan.
So a lot of things that I like to say, right? Because a lot of people don't know where they are, where they start, right?
Yep.
Just to think, I do have that dream of buying my first house, of being a homeowner, but I don't know where to start, right?
Yes.
And one of our jobs, I feel, is let's have that conversation, right? See where you are, because even if you don't qualify, at least we know the starting point, and then we know the end point too.
Correct.
And we can give you and guide you on the path of how to reach that end point to the point that you can buy a house, right?
Yes.
And I think that's a lot of people that is like, man, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're not ready, if you think you're not, you might be wrong, right? Like, there's people that
it's a simple conversation, and it costs you nothing to have that conversation.
only their time.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's no silly questions. It's the best thing you can do is somebody ask questions. You know, you're not being judged. You're not being whatever you feel. Nobody likes talking about their finances. Okay. Usually, it's the most intimidating part for people. But it's everybody has to go through the same steps, and we're going to help you get there. So. But yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people, think, oh, like I should already know everything. To be honest, like no, you never done this. This is the first time. Like, of course, you're gonna have a lot of questions. Of course, you're gonna have a lot of concerns, right? But we're here to ease that pain and guide them through, educate them, and show them like what is it about, and if they don't know something, we're here to help them know that part.
Yeah, as isn't anything, the unknown's the scariest. So, the more you can know, the more comfortable you're going to feel in the process. And that's what we're here for,
Do you know what is one of the questions that you get, like, always? It's like, man, I always get these questions from everybody. Like, is there one specific one?
I would say probably a lot of people's, is my credit score high enough? Can I even qualify? Or they think that I get asked a lot, oh my gosh, how much money do I have to buy? There's all kinds of loan products out there that you may not need to put anything down. And that's where, we got to look at the whole picture to give you that plan to go from there. Yeah. Yeah, I would say I get asked about credit a lot, and I get asked about down payment a lot.
Okay. All right. Well, talking about down payment and credit score, let's get into the topic of today's video, which is getting pre-approved, right? If I were a first-time home buying person that is wanting to get pre-approved, what are the things that I need in order to get qualified? Okay. Documents or whatever that may be.
Yeah. First, we're going to have that conversation, and we can do that over the phone. We can do it in person, ever how the person likes. We're going to gather a lot of information. We're going to be able to get like your social security numbers, your date of birth, where you've lived for the last 2 years, where you've worked for the last 2 years. That's our first step to be able to run the credit, because the credit report literally will give us about 95% of all the information we need. Okay, that's like the foundation of the home. I'll just put it kind of like building a house. That's the foundation. And then from there, we're going to get a copy of your last pay stub. We're going to verify that income. Possibly even depending on the source of your income, we may need to get tax returns if you're self-employed. So there'll be some documentation. We don't have to have any of those originals. So sometimes people will literally just upload those into our secured portal or email them to us if they aren't able to come in, because don't want people having to take time off work if at all possible to keep their jobs. We want them to stay on the job working. So, that's the biggest criteria is where have you worked for 2 years? Where have you lived for 2 years? Have you taken out any new debt? Have you filed bankruptcy? We're going to ask a series of questions. They're asked it's part of the loan application. Everyone has to answer those questions. And depending on what those answers are, as if anything else might be needed. So when we run the file through automated underwriting, it'll pretty well give us if there's anything else needed at that time than the basics. and your pay stubs are going to be your 30 days of pay stubs, W-2s for the last 2 years, 2 months bank statements, the standard stuff, and then we kind of go from there, depending on the complexity of what the borrower's diversified in.
If I want to get approved, how fast can I get approved?
Definitely within 24 hours, sometimes
24
same
hours.
days. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So pretty fast.
Very fast.
So I can start shopping right away after 24 hours?
That's our goal, is to get you answers quickly. That pre-approval will give you so much more information and comfort, because you'll know here's the maximum you can qualify for. You're going to know exactly how much money's expected from you. You're going to have a really good idea what that house payment's going to look like, so that you know if it fits into your budget. I can tell you, you qualify for maybe sometimes more of a house than you want that payment to be. So then we'll back that down and show you, okay, if you're wanting a house payment at $1,200 a month, example, here's what it's going to be. So we're going to work with you and kind of give you as much information as you want. Then once we have you pre-approved, we are literally going to reach out to your realtor. We're going to go, we're not going to give them obviously anything personal about you, but we're going to let them know, yes, hey, we've got them pre-approved up to a purchase price of this amount, going this type of loan product, so that while you're out there looking, then your realtor will know. If you can only go FHA, then they're going to know they're not going to show you homes that aren't willing to take FHA or don't think would pass FHA property conditions. So that's where then great communication with your realtor comes in handy. So, but yeah, we make it quick so you can start shopping.
That's awesome. Do you think people should start looking before getting pre-approved?
No.
Why?
There's nothing more heartbreaking than if you see a home and you think, yes, I really want this home, and you've fallen in love with it, only to find out maybe you can't qualify for that price point. That's really disheartening for people. Also, sellers really want to be sure you're pre-approved to even be able to know if you can afford the price of their home. So they don't want, just people coming in their homes that aren't already qualified. So the pre-approval process is your whole groundwork to know where you're going to fit. And, it also gives the realtor the parameters to help you with the home search. So, very important.
Have you seen people start shopping without a pre-approval?
Yes.
Have you had that happen?
Yes, and it like kind of like you said, it's very sad, because then you have to say, well, I'm sorry, you
broke their heart.
Yeah.
And then we're just close to Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that too. But no, it just kind of it just takes the wind out of their sail per se, and nobody wants to do that. So and literally it's so fast. So there's no reason. 24
hours.
Oh, less than that. I mean, we try to do it the same day, depending on, other appointments we have. But we're going to get it to you as fast as possible. So for sure.
That to me seems pretty fast,
Yeah.
I think in the whole process, getting pre-approved is the fastest thing.
Yes.
There is, right? It doesn't take that long. Yes, there might be other documentation that you might need from them before they can actually get a number specifically before they start shopping. But the advantage of it is like you said, right? Valentine is coming around. I don't want my heart broken.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I fell in
Nobody
love with
does.
a house and find out that I can even get qualified for it. I can even purchase it. Yeah. So that's heartbreaking. And I think in my experience, right, if I'm showing people houses that are 350, for example, right, and they fell in love, they see all of the things that they're looking for in a house, but they only qualify for 250. Well, the houses that we're gonna see in that price range are not gonna be anywhere close to where they look first, right? And now it's like, well, they have this expectation of, well, I was looking for this, but I only qualify for this, right? And that becomes really hard when we start looking of, I don't like that. And it's like, unfortunately, there's really nothing that we're gonna find within that price range that you liked before, and that becomes like an expectation that it's hard to fill
Right.
when that becomes.
Yeah, it's just, it makes it really hard. You want to truly know where you stand before you go out there and start looking, for sure.
Sheila, why do you think it's important to get pre-approved before starting looking?
It is so important because then you, the buyer, you know exactly where you're at. The realtor knows where you're at. It's a win-win for everybody to know the price points that you need to be in. And then you can set the expectations properly. So.
Yeah, and I think just saves everybody a lot of time, right?
A lot of time.
We just don't want to we don't want them to get out of work just to go see a property, or if we're busy too, it kind of, if they're not approved, we have to leave everything that we're doing in order to help them. And then if they're not approved, well, that becomes a little bit of an issue of, well, why did I leave? Well, when I was doing this stuff,
right.
We don't know where you stand at the moment.
Yeah, respectful of everybody's time.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Nobody's working for free, right? Everybody has hourly or commission base, and if you get paid $30 an hour, it's like, well, you just wasted 1 hour or I just wasted an hour of your time, and that time for them is valuable, not only monetarily, but as well, that's an hour that they could have been with their kids, with their spouse.
Right. Yeah,
as well.
that you never can get back. Yeah, exactly.
So, I think, getting approved just because of not only saving their time, but as well, those expectations, right?
Yes, all about it.
Going to see the right homes that fit their price point too.
Yep, exactly.
Do you have anything else that you want to add?
Set them up for success.
Yeah, that's the main thing too.
Yeah, set them up for success.
Yeah. You have anything else that you want to add? Talk about anything that you want to share? Anything new happening in your world?
Well, our world's always constantly changing, as you know. So rates have been staying pretty steady, so that's good. We're not seeing some high spikes and all that. Hopefully they'll continue just to inch down. Free up some more people to be able to qualify for higher priced homes if that's what they're wanting to do. So we're ready for the spring market to hit.
Right. Do you expect the interest rate to drop then in that time?
Realistically, probably slowly, unless, but more you probably won't see even big like that, or not even big until projected out to the fourth quarter of this year.
Okay. So we're still somewhere around the 6%, right?
Yeah, somewhere between just depending on the credit score, the type of loan product, low sixes.
And as everybody, probably you guys don't know, but the lower the the interest rate, right, more people can get qualified, right? Because now it lowers everything else, like the down payment. What else, like the debt to income
ratios. Obviously, with lower rates, your payment's going to be a little lower. It means you can qualify for more of a price of a home, things like that. Yep. It all kind of goes hand in hand.
Okay. Sure. Well, I think we talked about everything, so let's get into our next section, which is just answering some of your guys's most commonly asked questions, right? So we're just gonna draw a little question from here, and then we're gonna answer in our best of our ability. So you wanna grab the first one?
Okay. Okay. How much will it cost me to sell?
How much? Well, like everything is negotiable, all right?
Yes.
So now the average, right? How much it costs? It varies, but for commissions, the average cost is about 6%, and that's including both sides. Selling and the selling agent and the buying agent. Now, not only you have to take care of commissions, but as well as taxes, right? They get paid.
Correct.
And title fees. Now, if you are selling your house and they do an inspection and they ask you to repair some stuff, then they have to get them done or negotiate to see what they can get things done, or if they're willing to do anything too. They can also ask for concessions back, right?
Yes.
And you've probably seen that, and there's a limit of how much you can also get
based on the loan product.
Yeah.
There is, yes. Mm-hmm.
So all of that can vary, but I would say expect about an 8% of the purchase price, give or take, right? Mm-hmm. I know that middle of 2024 is when the laws change, where now the seller does not have to give any type of compensation to the buying agent, right? So if they don't want to offer commission to get paid for the other agent, they don't have to. Mm-hmm. However, that becomes another negative, because now you're closing the pool of buyers that could possibly be interested on your property.
Correct.
Now, it's a positive, yes, you save some money, possibly, right? You can save some money and then just pay your agent. But on the other hand, you're lowering the amount of buyers that are possibly willing to buy your property. So there's like the good and the bad, mm-hmm. And it really depends on each one's situation, right? Like, we can only help so much and we can give advice, but at the end of the day, it's them who decide what they want to do, whether it be repairs, whether they want to offer compensation, whether it be, give concessions, anything like that. And everything is negotiable, so we can move numbers around. So whatever works for you as the seller, it's for you, right? Mm-hmm. We're here for them too.
Correct.
So let me see if there's one question that you can answer.
All right.
So I'm not the only one. So this one says, oh, there you go. Yeah. What credit score do I need to buy a home?
So it's going to depend on the loan product. We can go down as low as a 580 credit score on an FHA, but we do still have to get an approved eligible when we run it through the automated underwriting system. So just because you're a 580 isn't an automatic that, yes, we can do that. So sometimes there's some things that we can, once we look at your credit, it might just be a simple couple things, maybe only one thing that you need to do to maybe get you up, 7 to 10 points. And we can help you kind of tell you how to get there and get you there as quick as possible. Because obviously the higher you can get that credit score, the better your interest rate's going to be. So the lower the score, the higher the interest rate. So they kind of go hand in hand. So you want that credit score to be as good as you can get, because that's what your interest rate's going to be.
You can help them out too on that too.
Absolutely, right? we can help guide them and
because you can run simulations, correct?
Yes, we can run credit simulations.
So if for people that don't know that, how does that work? Like,
so
what happens during that?
Yeah, so once we have your credit pulled, basically you can go in and say, okay, if you paid this credit card down to this balance, that's projected to give you 7 to 10 points, or whatever, they can pay something off, or pay a collection off, whatever. So we can kind of go in and say, okay, if we did this, what's that projected to be for you? So that kind of helps you get a really pretty good idea of how many different things you need to do to get to where you want to be.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, I think that will be everything for today.
Okay.
Thank you for coming in, Sheila, and
You're welcome.
Being part of this podcast and the video. I know you this is probably one of the first times you're doing something like this. So
So,
hopefully we can have you again, and
okay.
the people in the audience can learn more about you. So if they want to reach out to you, where can they do so?
Yeah, so you can just call me at Sheila. I'm Sheila Welsh, and you can more than welcome to call me at 765-404-4626, or you can go to my website, or just email me. Even it's just Sheila.Welsh, WELSH @ruoff.com.
And we'll leave all that information on the description below. So if you guys have any questions or you want to reach out to her, start an application online, which they can do so, right?
Absolutely.
You guys are more than welcome to do that, and we can get started. Like we talked about, even if they don't qualify at the moment, right?
Correct.
We can create a path for you guys to the point where, it might take a couple of months, but we can get you there to the point where you guys are ready to buy a house. Again, my name is Miguel. You can reach me at 765-918-3977, or you can email me at mlagunes, Lagunes, @kw.com. And that will be the wrap. So we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you.
Thank you.